You're listening to the Dash Action Podcast, Campaign 1, The Tales of Betshal. Dash Action is a real play tabletop adventure comedy podcast. It is not suitable for tiny children and their feeble, inferior brains.
Welcome back to Betshal, everybody. I am your DM, aka Drowned Mishka, Lewis Power, and these are our players.
Hi, I'm Gordon Grundy. I play Taran, the human thief, who after a lifetime of believing that magic was the source of all evil, is starting to see that maybe that line is a little bit blurry.
Hi, my name's Ben Simpson. I play Mosgro Lyle, the halfling bard, who, now that the group is taking a bit of a rest, is really starting to wonder where his magic comes from.
Let's do the recap. Last episode, you descended into the basement of the abandoned warehouse and found a large empty room with shelving all over the walls. You entered the room to search the shelves and were flung up into the ceiling after unwittingly setting off a reverse gravity trap. Thankfully, Taran was able to figure out what was going on rather quickly with the help of a good old natural 20. He discerned the pattern of the tiles on the floor that were booby-trapped, but then realized there was no door. Eventually, you found 3 steel objects, a rose, a quill, and a circlet of a dragon eating its own tail. Through trial and error, you figured out the items were a key and had to be placed in a specific order on a shelf. A secret door suddenly opened, revealing a dripping wet woman. You tried to talk to her, but she screamed at you and was insisting that you leave now. Taran smacked her in the head with a crowbar and yelled, "Get her!" Battle ensued and you traded blows. Moscow had some unique takes on attacking, and Taran grappled the creature, making it easier for everyone to hit her until she was able to claw at him and brought him down. The battle ended and Moscow and Dyro brought Taran back, and they decided they wanted to take a short rest, which is where we pick up now. We finished off this screaming woman and headed back up into the warehouse to try and regain some composure and decide what to do. And this is where we find you guys now.
Alright, so I assume that was a long rest that we just took?
If only.
The long rest has to be 8 hours, yeah.
Damn it! Alright, fine.
You guys are collecting yourselves after that freaky encounter, tending to some wounds. Kyron is bandaging up a couple of the scrapes and cuts that he's received, and they're going to use some of their hit dice to recover a little bit of health.
I'm gonna go walk over and sit next to Kyron while he's bandaging himself up. Hey Kyron, that chick, she was one of the girls who were taken. She was dead. Are we gonna be dealing with actual necromancy?
I cannot say for sure, but she was definitely one of the girls who had gone missing. Her being brought back like that is very unsettling. Dyro would know more about this, but I believe it takes someone quite powerful to accomplish such a thing. You handled yourself very well down there. Getting a hold of her really helped me be able to hit her.
Yeah, look, I did jump on her back. I wouldn't have done that if I knew she was a corpse.
Understandable, but there's a lot about this that's not adding up. It's almost starting to unnerve me.
Yeah, I'm already pretty shaken. Look, we have to keep going just in case there are any of these girls still alive.
Yes, I think you're right. We must do what we can. You are more accustomed to sneaking than fighting, am I correct?
Yeah, I'm more of the kind of guy who smiles to your face while I pick your pockets and then I run the other way. I don't usually get into fights. I usually leave them for someone else to deal with.
That being the case, I can see you have a lot of natural talent. Let me show you. Hold your dagger. He grabs your arm with the dagger. He adjusts your grip and starts giving you some tips about fighting stances and holding the dagger.
Yeah, nice.
Meanwhile, Mosgro, you're over with Dyro.
Yes.
He says to you, Mosgro, have you ever heard of Olna?
Olna? No.
Well, it's an ancient god from before the planes even existed. In my clan, they believe that Olna spoke the realm into existence, and that everything seen and unseen is made up of vibrational energy. This is what we manipulate with our magic.
Wow. I don't know, that just makes sense. I'm sure I've read about how some things have come into existence from song, but I've never really spoken to anyone about it before.
That's right. Everything in creation is frequency and vibration. Take this piece of wood, for example. It's solid. Knocks it on the ground. Try something with me.
Okay.
Focus your mind on this piece of wood.
Okay.
Let everything else slip away. And as you focus on it, hum a little tune to yourself. Let your heart guide your song. Do you feel the frequency? And you start to focus on this piece of wood, and you're just humming to yourself, and you start to hear this frequency in your head. And he says, do you feel the frequency?
Yeah, I think I do.
Now, harmonize with it inside. And now look as if you are looking through the wood and seeing behind it. You see the piece of wood starts to ever so slightly to vibrate and barely glow a little bit. And as you're focusing your mind on it, make me a charisma check with advantage.
Ooh, first roll. It is a 12.
So you focusing your mind on it, and in your head harmonizing with this frequency that's coming to you. Everything else goes dark apart from this piece of wood. And as you're trying to look through it, all of a sudden it starts to waver and become see-through. Taryn, you are interrupted and look over at them, and you see Moscow staring at this piece of wood. And everyone sees it. All of a sudden it blinks and it's gone invisible. And Dyro says, perfect. I know this is all new to you, but it's about letting your heart's song guide you, harmonizing with the frequencies of the universe, using your music as magic.
That was me?
That was you? Holy shit, man! That's so cool. Do me next. Make me invisible. I'll be the best thing. You make me invisible, I'll do this whole thing by myself. That was so cool. I'm like, I want to pick up the piece of wood. Can I feel it?
You can feel it, yeah.
Oh, dude, look at this. And I'm like miming just holding a piece of wood.
Look at what?
Exactly.
As you sort of break your focus on it, it comes back. And Dyro says, think about the ways you want things to manifest in it. If you want to shatter something or make it disappear, or if you need to disappear. As you grow more powerful, you will be able to accomplish more.
Wow.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Magic still kind of freaks me out a little bit, but that was really cool.
Who knew? Wow. I mean, everything I've heard from the Rin around town is just none of this is like a good thing, supposedly. But I mean, doesn't seem like I'm doing bad things.
I'm kind of thinking, as long as you don't do anything evil while you turn things invisible, then maybe it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like making dead people come alive or anything. That's
yeah. You start doing that. We're gonna have a chat.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Invisibility's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is part of your innate ability. You must have magic in your bloodline. Are your parents?
I don't know them. I grew up with my grandparents.
I see. Of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not sure whatever happened to them.
That can be hard. This will be something you will want to explore. The questions hurt more than the answers sometimes.
Maybe I can ask my grandparents. They've never answered before, but maybe if I show them some of what I can do, they'll be willing to give me some answers, or...
Just be careful.
Oh, right, yeah.
With the magic, a lot of people, even like yourselves, magic can be a scary thing if you have no experience with it, from everything we've been told in this city.
I mean, this whole last day has been one thing after the other, and it's been so full on. Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot going on under the covers in this city. There is corruption at the top. There's people going missing. There are factions, and me and Kyron and the crew, we started working together to try and make a bit of a difference. We believe that there's dark times coming ahead, and I don't know if this is part of it or this is just a precursor. This is...
Taryn's ears perk up. Wait, dark times? What do you mean dark times? Why do you believe dark times are coming?
Well, ever since the last war, and you guys were both born probably just after the last war, but you know about...
We would have heard about it and stuff.
Yeah, you would have definitely heard about it. Was powerful dragon avatars and their armies attempted to siege Betshal and take it as a throne for Tiamat. But Dyra says, ever since the last war, forces have been gathering, trying to undermine the power of the city, and I'm not exactly sure who or what, but there is children going missing, women going missing. In this line of work we've started doing, we found some pretty nasty things, and some in our team have had visions of the city in a dark and twisted way, and someone trying to take over the city, and it's all... I don't understand it fully myself. I more prefer to follow along and do what I can. I leave the thinking to those who are more adept at it. But some of the things they've been telling me have really been unsettling.
So you're saying that not only there might be another war, but you think it's actually already started and they're just attacking us differently this time to achieve the same thing?
I believe whatever's happening has been happening for a while now, and something somewhere is trying to build power for nefarious reasons. We're trying to find out as much as we can, but there are so many avenues and so many angles. Everyone in power has a different agenda, and it's quite complex.
Well, they never knew that Moscow could turn things invisible, that's for damn sure. They don't know what's gonna hit them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that is right.
I mean, I guess it sounds like what you do when you're getting ready for a storm, right? Make sure everything's tied down or packed away and get ready to protect yourself against the weather. It sounds like you've got a lot of good people helping you, like Hycax and Tomlin and Mama.
Taran clearly doesn't see where you're going with this metaphor, but he's backing you 100%.
And Kyron's like, yes, batten down the hatches.
Yeah.
That's right. It does feel like a storm is brewing. We have good people, but we have too few. Our reach barely covers the ward. The city is so massive.
I don't think I've ever left the ward.
I have a couple of times, but I usually get chased back.
Yes, well, I have been out of the ward a few times and into some of the higher parts of the city. There are things there that beggar belief. I mean, there are entire inside forest, and the scope of this city sometimes, it's easier just to think of the ward for me.
That's fair enough.
Well, the ward's always been okay with me. I mean, Taran, if you've left the ward, but, you know, even if you get chased back, it's like you have protection here.
It's still home.
Yeah.
This is the only home I've ever known.
Yeah, me too.
You know, sometimes I fear the urge of my people to travel, but the cities, the ward in particular, has been so kind to me, and that's why it hurts so much for it to be a playground for whoever these people or things are that I feel they can use it as a petting zoo. These people that feel they can just come and take our women and children and take our lives whenever they feel. It's like it's just an experiment for them.
Well, none of that sounds good to me. I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
We're going down these stairs and into weird upside-down rooms, and none of this seems right, but...
No one else is going to protect the ward. We have to.
I admire your spirit. I am worried about what lies ahead for us. This is, as far as I understand, these traps and this bringing people back from the dead is powerful, very powerful magic.
Well, I don't know how long we should stay here, but I still worry about Marge. I mean, after seeing that woman down the stairs...
Yeah, if that's what's in store for Marge, then we need to get him moving.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think you're right.
Taran's gonna start packing up his stuff and getting ready.
Kyron straps on his weapons and goes, there's no more point in thinking about it. If we are all resolved as we are, we should just go.
Back down the stairs.
Yeah, you gather all your stuff and head back down the stairs, head through. The room is still with the body of this woman in it, and it sort of shocks your system again as you see it, like it definitely was real.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of the tops and put it over the body, just so I don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
Screw trying to get her back up those 1,000 stairs. I just throw a tarp over it. Deal with it later.
And you look through this door that had opened where she came from, and it starts with a long tunnel, and it's pitch black in the tunnel, and you feel a cold air coming out.
Hey, Moss. You know how you can make things invisible?
Yeah.
Can you do the opposite? Can you make like a light?
Yeah, I can make a small light. Do you have a torch or something?
I mean, I could light a torch.
Dairo goes, never mind. You see, he pulls out his rapier and whispers a word to it, and the sword lights on fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Alright, we stick together, we stay close. He starts to head into the tunnels.
Okay.
I'm following right behind.
Yeah, let's head in.
Yeah, Kyron takes up the rear. As you head into these tunnels, all sense of colour and the light that's coming from Dairo's sword, it dulls, and it sort of looks like more of a pale, sickly light. It starts to get extremely cold. You can see your breath, and you turn a corner, and then all of a sudden each one of you feel as if you're not sure where the rest of the team is, and you hear Dairo's voice sounds distant, and he's, "Where are you?
Dairo.
Stay close."
Moss.
Taryn?
Moss, where are you?
I'm right here.
Can I still feel Moskro in front of me?
You feel around, it's so disorienting in these tunnels, and the voices are echoing off each other, and you can't feel Moskro near you.
Oh, Moskro, I'm gonna try and see the flame of the sword and head in the direction of any light.
Everyone make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Checking the wisdom. I got a 16.
Ooh. I got a 16.
16, buddies!
16 for both. Very nice, very nice. Let me just quickly do these guys. You both are able to discern the path temporarily, and you find each other, and you can sort of see the light flickering, but it's reflecting off the walls of the tunnels, and you're not sure where it goes, but you're able to go down the correct path for the moment. Dairo and Kyron, let me just roll something here.
Moskro, don't hold my hand. Don't let go.
Okay.
Back up against the wall, and we'll just keep sliding along the wall towards the light.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You look up towards the light, and you hear Dairo, a distant voice going, Where are you? Kyron, Moskro, Taryn, where are you? And I'm going to walk very slowly until... And just goes silent, and the light disappears.
Dairo? Kyron!
Kyron, you hear his voice echoing. I've hit a dead end. I'm getting turned around in this place.
I am going to light a torch. Light one of my own, very normal flame torches.
Yeah, absolutely. You light the torch. You're fumbling around. You even find it hard to just get your backpack off and get the torch out. Everything's so disorienting, and you light a torch. The flame just appears like this sickly, pale yellow colour, but it's a normal flame, but it's providing a little bit of light.
Kyron, can you see this? Can you see my torch?
I see something. I see the light.
We'll wait here. Come towards us.
Everyone starts to move forward. We'll just get everyone to make another wisdom check for the next stage.
Uh-oh. The next stage. Now that was crap.
Oh.
5.
16 again, which is good because I have +0.
Okay.
Moskro's holding my hand, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Moskro's holding your hand. You're walking forward with Moskro and the torch, and then your hand is just clammy, and you wipe it on your pants and then reach back, and you can't find Moskro's hand.
Moskro?
I'm here, Taryn.
Moss!
And Moskro, you hear the voice echoing, and then all of a sudden, you run into something, and Kyron goes,
That's you, little man.
and you and Kyron continue down the correct path. Taryn, roll a d8.
A D8?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's a damage dice. And I rolled an 8.
Oh, you rolled an 8. Okay.
Yep.
Palming along the walls, trying to find your way in this tunnel.
Deadly.
You start coming to an end of the wall, and you start to breathing in all this ash, and you're becoming overwhelmed. And make a dexterity or wisdom saving throw.
I would much prefer to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh no, Taryn's gonna die again. That is a total of 8.
Oh, 8, okay. All of a sudden you feel insanely cold, and you're looking around with your torch, and you're seeing almost like you're on the precipice of this cavern.
Moss.
Barely see in the distance the lights of what look like a city, and this red line on the horizon like a setting blood sun.
I'm gonna drop to hands and knees so that I don't fall off or trip over anything I can't see.
You start to feel despair and hopelessness wash over your body, and sadness, and you start to hear voices.
Oh god.
Why did I come here? What are we doing? We're gonna die.
I'm just gonna start screaming for Moss.
You start screaming out for Moss. It's your own voice in your head. I'm gonna die here. I should just lay down and stop. This is not gonna work. Nothing's happening. You scream out for Moscow, and you think of Moscow, and you think of Marge, Dyro.
I'm gonna do my best to ignore the voices in my head, and I'm just gonna slowly, one hand in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, just crawl forward, not even knowing where I'm going. Just keep moving. Just keep moving.
You think of that, your motivation to keep going, and you think of Moscow and Marge. Their images in your mind start to ease the sadness that's overwhelming you, and you feel like you're trying to move forward, and it feels like you've been alone in this space for hours now, and you're not getting anywhere. You see this dim city in the distance, and it looks like you can start to make out mountains, and you see these figures flying across the sky in the far distance. But you think of Moscow and you scream out his name. You think of the things that motivate you. Now make a dexterity check with advantage.
Oh, watch me fuck this up as well. Come on, Taryn. Come on, pull yourself together, man. Look, that's a 17.
17. You harden your resolve, and you get up and you take a step, and then you breathe in that ash. And then all of a sudden you're back in the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
And Moscow,
Taryn!
where you were looking around with Chiron, you saw the light. It disappeared for a second, but then came back a second later.
I'm here. Chiron's here.
Moss! Oh, Celeste, Moss, you're okay. And I grab him and just hug him.
I don't know which way we're gonna go, but we've lost Dyro as well.
Taryn, you feel like it's literally been hours.
Moscow, we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
You three make another wisdom check.
We got a 13 this time.
13. Okay, that's all right. It's just enough.
Ooh, 21.
You two gather your senses a bit. Yeah, you're all holding onto each other. You make another advancement in the correct direction, but Chiron loses the grip and slips away. He's going to need to make a check here.
Oh, jeez. Chiron!
You hear Chiron go, "Ah!
Chiron? I grab Moss tighter.
Oh.
Don't come this way. I fell down into a pit.
Moss, don't move. Where's the pit? Where's the pit?
You can see the path ahead of you is the clearest path. You both made the checks and you've gone the correct way. Chiron slipped off behind you and got disoriented, and somewhere back there has gone into a pit. And he's like,
I'm gonna have to try and get out.
I have a rope. Can I throw you a rope?
make a perception check with disadvantage to see if you can find where he is. There's just voices echoing and this disorienting feeling.
Oh, I got terrible news for you, Lewis. With disadvantage, that's a 19.
A 19.
Whoa.
I rolled a 19 and a 16 and I got a +3.
Nice. You're able to make your way back slightly, and there's just an offshoot of the tunnel. You find this pit with Kyron in the bottom. You throw down the rope. He goes,
Oh, there you are. I feel like I'm losing my mind in here.
Just hold on to this rope here, and I'm gonna tie it to his wrist, and I'm also gonna tie it to myself and Mosgrow.
All right.
okay. With the advantage you give him, he's able to climb out of the pit. You all tie yourself to each other. They'll make it slightly harder to get separated. Dyro's nowhere to be seen. I'm just going to make another check for him. He's not having a good day.
He's not having a good day.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
You three, make another wisdom check. This is the third.
Wow. 15.
Wisdom check. Also a 15.
Whoa!
15. That's good. Now, Kyron. Oh, Kyron got a natural 20.
Yes.
Whoa.
Follow this guy.
Big dog.
So you three tied yourself together, and he goes,
Very quick thinking. We got to get out of these tunnels. They're messing with our heads.
he gets low to the ground and goes,
This way.
and you guys make it through another section. I'm going to make another check for Dyro. He's rolling so low.
Oh no.
Back in the distance, feels like miles away. Here.
Whoa, whoa, oh, God. Where are we?
And he's going to make his check.
Dyro, this way!
I hear you. Where are you?
Come on, just keep coming.
Follow the sound of my voice!
He's going to make his check with advantage. He finally passes.
Mosgrow, you were making fire. When you were fighting those things, you were doing something and you set one of them on fire. Can you make fire? Like magic fire?
Yeah, something like that. So I can use prestidigitation.
Yep, that's my new favorite word.
It definitely is for me. So you instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. So that's why earlier I was asking for a torch, because I think I can't just like light my hand up.
Oh, okay. You can only snuff it out, you can't create?
Oh, you can light or snuff. Yeah.
Oh, light or snuff. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I've got a torch on me. I'm going to take one out and light it up.
You focus your mind on it, and you hear that frequency, and you harmonize, and it lights up out of nowhere. So you've both got torches, and the light is just dulled in these tunnels, but with both of them, it helps.
Dyro, can you see our lights?
I see lights reflecting off the tunnels. I'm trying to get to you.
Come towards us.
And he's going to make another check with advantage. Finally, Dyro comes to you, and you feel it. Palms onto your back.
Yes, oh, thank God. This place is fucking nightmare.
For a second there, it just sounded like you were going to say, he finally dies. I was like, what?
Fuck that guy. He finally died.
Holy shit.
Finally, he's dead.
Yeah, wow.
Now we don't have to worry about him anymore.
He's been rolling around in like this weird abyss place. It's just like, oh, yeah, and yeah, that'll do it. Shit.
Oh man, this place messes with your head. I haven't felt this weird since the last time I drank way too much of Glenda's special brew. Do you think there's like a gas down here, or is this some sort of magic effect?
This is powerful magic. I just walked into the dark in the tunnel. I kept coming out in the office upstairs.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
This place is fucking doing my head in.
Well, we're all here now.
Alright, let's get out of here as soon as we can.
Okay, everyone make another wisdom check.
Also, hang on. I tied Dyro to the rope as well.
Ah, yes, you tied Dyro to the rope as well. You've got 3 torches now with his flame sword included. You all make a wisdom check with advantage.
Ooh, with advantage, thank.
Oh, good. I needed the advantage, so I've rolled an 18 now.
Oh no. I rolled a 12.
Taran, you feel like you start to breathe in ash again, but then you get tugged away by the rope, and at the last minute, I kept with the group. You're traversing through these tunnels, just hearing water dripping. Every time you walk past, like, offshoots, there's like this inky blackness that seems like it goes on forever, and from within the darkness, you walk past one, and Moskro looks like you see this pair of eyes shining in the darkness, and you hear your own voice coming from within there saying, "You turn around and run. This is too much for you, you know it."
This place is starting to be real creepy, guys. I hope we're almost at the end of it.
I think as long as we help each other through, I think we'll be alright. Every time someone starts to lose their way, just pull them. We need to move as a group.
Yeah.
You're right, the rope was a good idea. Tyro, you went back to the office? I walked through the darkness and I kept ending up back upstairs. Has anyone else had that happen?
No, I got stuck in my own head with my own thoughts. It's not where I want to be.
No, I've just been making my way.
You got stuck in your own head?
Yeah, it's not my favorite place in the world.
Okay, let's continue.
Right, everyone make your wisdom checks with advantage.
Oh, well, one of those is a natural one. That's another 12.
Oh, I got an 11.
11. Okay.
Dang.
Roll a d8 for me, Moskro.
Okie dokie. 6.
6. You guys are traversing along. You got the rope, you got the torches. You turn a corner. All of a sudden, Moskro, you hear whimpering and sounds like Marge, and you rush forward. Make a dexterity saving throw.
13 plus 5, 18.
You rush forward after hearing this whimpering. You step forward, and then all of a sudden there's no ground under your foot and you begin to fall. You put your hand out and grab onto a brick on the wall. The rope goes taut and catches you. You see a big pit in front of you, but you're able to avoid it.
Marge!
And the sound of whimpering shifts into a sinister snicker and blows away on the wind.
Help, guys! Pull me up!
Moss! I grab the rope, wrap it around my hand again, and start, lifesaver pull along the rope. Moskro, where are you?
I'm here. I'm still on the rope.
You guided back to the group and you all meet up again, and you together continue to move on. Make another wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Holy Jesus.
We just gotta stop failing, guys. Oh my god! Nope, that'll be me gone this time. That's a 9.
Oh.
Okay. What'd you get, Benny?
Not good. I got a 5.
Oh no. Alright, roll a d8.
Well, I'm glad it was with advantage though, because
Oh, yeah?
it was a natural 1.
Yeah, I got a 2. I got a 2 and a 6.
Oh god. Okay. Roll a d8.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Oh no.
Yeah.
Is that both of us or just...
Yeah, both of you.
I got a 2.
You hear Dyro voice echoing from a few different directions saying, "Huh? Where are you guys? Where are all of you?" You hear Chiron in the distance go, "Whoa, whoa, not again. There's another pit here." Taran, you make it to dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, of course, that's the good one. That's a 19.
The rope seems like it's just come loose and is gone, and you walk through this offshoot and you hear Chiron go, "Whoa!" And then you look down and you stop yourself before you fall into this huge pit with all rusted spikes at the bottom.
Oh gosh.
And then all of a sudden you see Chiron in the same area and you go, Moskro.
Yeah, huh?
Your light goes out and you start walking through this tunnel and you start breathing in these ashy flakes, them in your eyes, and the sounds are all warbling, the voices all distort and disappear, and you get freezing cold. Make a dexterity or wisdom saving throw.
Go with Dex. So 19.
19. Okay. You start walking into this space and you start to hear your voice in your head. "I'm not cut out for this. I'm not big enough. I'm not strong enough for this. I'm going to die here." You snap out of it and you are able to avoid slipping into this abyss.
Oh, wow.
Guys, I don't know what's happening here. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
This is driving me insane. Okay, everyone make one more wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Woo! 22.
16.
Moskro, are you with me?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
Let's go. Let's go right now.
Ooh, Dyro got a natural 20.
Yes!
Oh,
Come on,
happy
Dyro.
days.
He speaks into his sword and it bursts brighter. And he goes,
We're not letting some tunnels take us down. We're getting out of here. Come on, this way.
you rush forward.
I think I see the end. Come on.
And you all start running. Meanwhile, Chiron is no longer there. The rope's just dragging behind you.
Oh, no. Chiron, you idiot.
And you guys come to this doorway at the end, and finally you see a light under the door, and you're at the end of these tunnels, and it's starting to not be as cold, and the color's starting to come back to these flames, but Chiron is nowhere to be seen.
I'm just gonna throw my torch back the way we came, because I don't want to go back there, but...
Yeah, no, I'm gonna yell out for Chiron. Chiron! Can you hear me? Do we get any response from him?
You yell that out, you throw the torch back, it clangs onto the ground. There's no response. And after a beat, picks up the torch and starts running towards you guys. He goes, "You're still here. It's been days."
Days?
This place messes with your head, man. It messes with time. You haven't been in here for days. You were only gone for a few minutes. We need to get out of here.
Oh, thank God. He desperately runs up and just tries to open the door. And it's locked.
It looks like we're at the end, right?
Taran, padlocks are your thing.
Oh yeah, padlocks are my thing. Sorry, my brain is still a little bit fried from those tunnels. Yeah, okay. So I pull out my lockpicking kit. Right, so that is my dex plus my proficiency, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
Oh.
That's a 14.
Everyone's sort of nervous. You can feel their impatience, and you're fumbling at this lock, and
I'm still trying to focus and get my faculties back, yeah.
you're sweating, and you're desperately trying to get your faculties back right. As you're picking this lock, your nerve comes back as you just think of simpler times. You unlock this door, and it creaks open. And it's very dimly lit through this door.
Alright guys, let's move.
Yeah. Nothing could be worse than these tunnels, right?
I really hope so.
Exactly. So I have a look through. What are we walking into here?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check. Anyone who would like to.
My brain is still fried. That is 7. Oh, sorry, total of 6.
17 total.
17, cool. You look into this room, Moskro. It looks like it's a massive open area with curved roof, like a underground structure or abandoned sewers. You know that the city has been built up over centuries, so there's many networks of underground tunnels. And you look into this large empty room. There's a light coming from far across this room. There's another doorway, but you look into the room, and with the 17 you see slumped in one of the corners is this what looks like a lump of rags, or what could be a body, slumped in the corner of this room.
Guys, it doesn't seem to be a lot in here, but we should be careful. There's something over in the corner of the room. I whisper to everybody. I'm not sure what it is.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how you whisper to everyone quietly.
Yeah, I accidentally used dissonant whispers on everyone.
There's something in the corner, something in the corner, something in the corner.
Everyone roll initiative on Moskro.
Get it on.
Yeah, Dyro goes, I see it too. Should we check it out?
I didn't bring a 10-foot pole with me. Does anyone... I don't want to touch it.
Yes. Not after last time.
I'm going to pull my dagger out and get ready.
Maybe if I can just... And Moskro's gonna close his eyes and focus like earlier, and he's going to turn invisible.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, no, I got a total, it's a dirty 20. I don't assume that we've lost Moskro and start screaming his name.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I realize what he's
His
just
first
done.
instinct is like, oh no, he's the tunnels.
Yeah.
He's gone again.
Moskro, you sink into your own mind, and and you harmonize, and you are able to blink out and go invisible. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna make my way over to the pile of rags in the corner, or what looks like rags in the corner. Stealthily, of course.
Well, obviously, you're invisible, so yeah, give us your stealth check with advantage.
Alrighty. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Bad. With advantage, I rolled a 10 total.
A 10.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We're doing some great rolls tonight, guys.
And I have a +5 to stealth, so...
Yeah, just when it counts.
Holy.
Yeah, you make your way over to this thing on the ground, but Taran, you can just hear this heavy,
You got this, buddy.
fearful breathing moving across the room. You make your way over, Moscow, and as you get closer to this thing, it appears that it's definitely a body, a small body, and as you approach it, you see a little shock of curly red hair sticking out from under this blanket.
Guys, get over here! As I yell that, the invisibility dissipates. Get over here now!
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over. What is it? Who is it?
Dyro and Chiron rush over as well.
And I turn back to them with tears coming down my cheeks. Is there anything we can do?
I'm gonna pull the rags off it.
You pull the rags off, and under them is Marge lying there, unconscious with a big, huge gash down the side of her face.
Oh, Celeste!
No. And Dyro rushes in. He picks her up and he goes, No, Marge. This magic emits from him, and as he speaks he puts his hands on her, and you see this magic glowing from within, and she sort of shifts, and you see she's not dead, but she's unconscious, and he gives her some healing and picks her up and goes, she's alive.
Moscow's just crouched on the ground, weeping.
She's very badly hurt, but she's alive. I don't know why she's just been left here. And all of a sudden she shoots up and grabs you, Moscow, by the vest, and her eyes are frantic, and she screams out, and it's a double voice. So it's her voice and another voice behind her, and she screams out and goes, Leave now! This is your last chance. And then she just passes out.
Oh, not again. No, Dyro, she's not dead. You have to be able to separate her from whatever that thing is.
I don't know what that voice was. That's beyond my comprehension.
Please, you use your magic. You have to be able to do it.
No, I don't know what to do, but maybe Sunflower.
We can't get her back out here through those caves. We have to keep going forward. Look, if this is a sewer system, maybe there's another way out.
I am going to, while this is happening, hold Marge by her shoulders, and again, without really knowing, I'm going to cast Identify.
The one thing that I've never used before, and it seems to be the most overpowered spell ever.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing. No, I want all of the information now, please.
Yeah. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So I think for objects, it's pretty, there's a lot more to it. But yeah, for a creature, just see if any spells are affecting it.
Yeah, it's a very cool way to use that. You hold her by the shoulders and you just instinctively, this need to know, and you cast this spell. You get this sense, there's multiple spells that are dissipating on Marge. It feels like her body's been seized and controlled, but it's all fading. But there is a spell that you don't recognize on her. Ooh. It's a scrying spell.
Oh.
And as you're doing that, behind you, and this set of pull down stairs just falls to the ground. There's a massive light coming from these stairs in the opposite side of the room. It just opens like an invitation to leave.
Taran is fighting his internal urge, which is clearly run outside into the light. That's the way we need to go.
Run outside into the light. That's the way we like to fight.
But he's also aware that we're not supposed to leave. It wants us to get out of here. He knows we have to keep going down this tunnel.
Yeah, Dyro goes, We need to fix her. We should take her back to the unseen servants.
Yeah.
The Sunflower.
Marge needs help. If we can save her, then at least we've saved one person. But I think we need to also continue down this path.
Well, what if we take Marge up through the stairs and then maybe we can mark where we come up so we don't have to go through those tunnels and pits and all those sort of things. But I think we should get her back to Mama.
That's a good idea.
Kyron says, I don't know what you want to do, but this seems like the person that took her, I don't know if he expected us. If maybe he was shocked by her fighting back. And Dyra says, I can't think. We have Marge. We're going insane in the tunnels. Taryn's been knocked unconscious. I don't know if we can continue. I feel like I want to get Marge back to safety.
Yeah, no, you're right. We can save Marge. That's why we came down here. It was to save Marge. Let's get her back to safety.
Perhaps we regroup, and I definitely want to come after the sick son of a bitch.
Yeah, me too. There's something really not right about being down here.
Let's get her back and we can discuss with the others. None of us knew how dangerous this was going to be. We could get more help.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna climb up the stairs and do a perception check at the top of the stairs to see what's around.
Nice. Solid rogue move.
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got a whole role to play in this game.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm terrible at it. That's an 11.
You run up and climb up these stairs, and you poke your head out. It leads into what looks like the abandoned abattoir.
Oh man, I thought we were down there for days.
This is one of the places that we didn't go in, was it? That was like one of either Dyro or Kyron went into.
Yes.
Ah.
And they were coming back to tell you about the fresh-looking locks, just like the ones you found.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Did you guys head up?
Yes, definitely.
Kyron picks up Marge, and you head up the stairs out into the sunlight. It hurts your eyes. You've been in the dark for so long. There goes. Let's get her back. Let's see if we can get her fixed. You guys make your way up through the abattoir, out into the sun, and it's like afternoon now, but the sun is high in the sky. There it is. All right, let's go back to the hideout.
Wait 1 sec. I go to Marge and I grab her hand. Kind of like just a double check, just to make sure like my identifier was like working, I guess. Just double checking and noticing an amalgamation of spells that have sort of been cast recently, and looking at the scrying spell, saying, Dyro, there's something, I don't really know what it is, but there's something with Marge. Someone's scrying. I don't really know what that is, but that's what comes to my mind.
Scrying? Oh god, this complicates things. That's someone can choose to see through her. This makes sense why they let her go.
How do we contact Hycax? Hycax is fast, right?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Maybe if he can get word back faster than us, or I don't know. Maybe that means we need someone to come here.
Yes, good thinking. We meet them somewhere. Kyron, you know how to get a hold of Hycax? Yes, I know the ways of contacting him. Okay, we can't take her back to the hideout like this. This is part of why he let her go. He wants to see who we are. Where we go?
So just for everyone playing at home, scrying, you can see in here a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and what sort of physical connection you have with it. Lasts for 24 hours. Yeah, cool. I didn't know anything about scrying, so I wanted to look it up.
Nice.
Very good. And Dyra says, he looks like he took some of the flesh from her cheek. He could use this to make it easier.
Oh, it's like a conduit or something? It makes a connection, would it?
Yes, it makes the connection easier. This sick bastard's probably listening to us right now.
At least that sick bastard's only gonna know who we are, right?
Yeah, and we're coming for you, you sick bastard. You leave Marge alone.
That is so incredible that you caught that, Moskro. Okay, Kyron, why don't you get a message to the hideout? In fact, you just go. You go to the hideout. You tell them to meet us.
Is it safe to stay here, do you think, or?
No, I want to get as far away as I can get from this.
We'll meet back at the tavern. Actually, no. I know where we can go. I give one of the locations that I have slept in the past. A shut down butcher shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, good. I remember where Sweet Meats was. Yes, let's go there.
Yeah. Delicious.
Ew, I now know why they shut down.
Kyron, bring the team. Bring whoever can come. We meet at Sweet Meats.
Yeah, they had this really weird idea of turning like desserts, but all containing meat. Ugh, it was really.
I remember I tried one of the meat cones. It was disgusting.
Ugh, I hated the meat cones. That was like their big thing.
Yeah, my grandpappy loves those.
It's like you're eating a cone expecting it to be sweet, but then you're getting this meat.
That was like a meatball.
Like ground beef.
Meat, yeah. I mean, it was good, but it's just the dysfunction between expecting, it comes in a waffle cone, so there's that, and they would put syrup on it. Oh, it was so good.
I think it was like that it was just really a lot of grease in a cone.
Guys,
like too much.
concentrate. Come on.
Okay.
Head in the game.
God. Yeah, Kyron's. Yes, I know the place where they used to sell the duck waffles. Okay, I'll meet you there.
Duck waffles.
He rushes up.
I would go that hard, actually.
I'd definitely try a duck waffle. I have to.
Oh yeah, chicken and waffles. Holy hell!
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, you make your way through the ward back to one of Taryn's stowaways. You put Marge down on a few rugs and make it a comfortable thing there. She's just sweating and sort of twitching every now and then. This massive gash down her face and frazzled hair all across her sweaty forehead, and her overalls are a bit ripped up and she looks like she's a bit worse for wear. You set her down in this room. Tyro says, okay, we must be careful what we say, but there's nothing we could do without one of the team. I'm just glad we got her back. He touches her cheek again and tries to heal the wound. It closes and it's not bleeding, but its scar remains.
I'm just gonna look for just a cloth or something and a bit of water and sort of lay it over her forehead.
Yeah, absolutely. You prepare a cold compress for her, and you guys are just sitting there for a moment, waiting for help to arrive.
What if we got a cleric of Celeste? Surely divine magic must be able to lift whatever this is that's on her.
If anyone can do it, it'll be Sunflower. I'm not known a stronger cleric than her. She'll be able to help if anyone can.
Okay, well,
Clerics of Celeste, don't get me started, but she will be able to help. She's one of the most powerful healers and clerics I've ever met. It's just in her state, we're trying to keep her out of all these situations, but we need her now. You wait for a bit, mulling over the events of this long day. You start getting to the point of exhaustion, where if you stay up for any longer, you're going to start becoming exhausted.
I mean, we've almost been awake for 2 whole days now, haven't we? Like, we sat down for 15 minutes.
Day and a half, yeah.
Crazy.
You guys haven't even eaten since the tavern. You're at the point where your bodies are going to start failing if you stay awake for much longer. But after some time, you hear a knock at the boarded up door.
I'll go and take the boards off. I assume it's Sunflower.
Yeah, you just get blasted with a fireball.
Not again.
Shit.
You see Kyron there with Sunflower with a big hooded robe on.
Yeah, come in.
And she goes, where is she? Oh, I see. She rushes over to her and kneels down by her side. I speak now to the malevolent beings scrying on this poor girl. I don't know who you are, but know this. We will be the end of you. And she raises her hands up, palms towards the sky, and whispers a prayer. And you see this light emanates from her and starts to fill the whole room, and it centers on Marge.
As she does this, I give her bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
She looks to you and nods appreciatively, and the spell starts to crackle around Marge, and she sort of writhes for a bit. Sunflower puts a hand on her, calms her, and you see this black, inky energy starts to expel from Marge's mouth and eyes and ears, and she's and the energy, Sunflower encapsulates it in her light and fizzles it down to nothing, and Marge passes out. And Sunflower goes, that was powerful magic. This person is no joke.
Wow.
But they can no longer see us. Very well done. Marge will be okay. She needs to sleep, as I'm sure you all do as well. Shall we go back to the hideout?
Moscow hugs Sunflower.
Oh, little one. Thank you. You did so well, finding that spell and bringing her here.
Can we go back now?
Yes, come. all of you. Come back to the hideout.
On the way back to the hideout, Taryn is going to walk up to Dyro. Dyro, I've seen a lot of weird stuff today, and I've seen a lot of magic, and my opinions on magic are becoming very confused. And I just want to know, is all magic evil or is all magic good, and it's just how you use it? How does somebody do that to another human being? But you have powers, but you choose not to? Can you do that if you wanted to? I don't understand.
There's a lot to take in, Taryn. Magic it has no desire itself. It is not good nor evil. It is up to the user, and there's many different types. For example, Moskro and myself have something innate inside us that gives us a connection more than most to the magic of vibration and sound, music. We learn to harness it, but it was always there, whereas Sunflower, she gets her magic from her faith. She has a connection with her god, and because of her actions, she's granted power to help others. This person, whoever they are, they must have a dark soul and dark desires. They've channeled death magic. They're raising people from the dead, and this is obviously a serial killer. So the fact that they are magic just makes things that much more complicated. But magic is more than what you've been told. It has been around since the beginning of time, and it's only Betshal that I know of that has been able to control it in such a way through pure force and iron will. But there is magic in everything. Everyone experiences magic differently. It is not totally out of the question for you to train and learn magic if you wished, but it is down to the person's soul and their desire. There are children in this world born with magic that have no desire to do any harm, but a city takes them away and trains them to be soldiers or healers purely for the empire, or they take them away, and if they can't break their minds and make them obedient, then they lock them away in the asylum or the Folsom Hold.
Dyro, of all the people that I could have come in contact with and seen the power of magic, I'm glad it was with you guys.
Me too. I'm glad more than anything to have met you. Fine folk. You're a couple of refreshingly pure souls from what I've seen, and we couldn't have got Marge back without you, so we are in debt to you. I just really want to kill this son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, me too.
You guys make your way back to Tomlin's Knickety Knacks and Curios. He opens the door and you go downstairs. Mama's there, and she said, I'm so glad you're back. I prepared some food in the kitchen if y'all are hungry, and we got some rooms if you wish to sleep.
Taryn makes a beeline for that kitchen.
You run into the kitchen, there's a massive smorgasbord of stews, turkey legs, roast potatoes. Just the heartiest meal you can imagine there. Mm-hmm. Hot, piping hot and fresh.
Yeah, Taryn just goes to town.
And Chiron runs in straight away as well, and it's like, oh, I'm famished, and just starts ripping into a turkey leg. Dyro goes, oh, and sort of stumbles back and goes, oh, catches himself. He's got big, dark rings under his eyes. And he goes, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I need to sleep. Sunflower goes, she'll be safe here. You should get some rest.
And Moskro is just going to, without saying anything, go to, grab just a handful of whatever meat is on the table. And then he's going to put his hand on Taryn and just like on his shoulder and say, thanks for coming along, Taryn. This has been huge.
Yeah, for me too, buddy. And I'm half eating a turkey leg, and I look over, grab a chicken leg, and then hand it to Moskro.
And it's huge.
Yeah.
2 hands.
Basically, it's the same. It's the same scale as Taryn's turkey leg.
And yeah, just as I put my hand on Taryn, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration, but just for more of like a positive sort of feeling.
Yep.
Just sort of solidifying the bond that they have together, and sort of a reaffirming kind of vibe.
Yeah, and your inspiration is a D6?
Yes, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit different for me though, because I chose the College of Creation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's got a couple of interesting features. So the inspiration I gave to Sunflower, it adds to like healing damage and stuff. Healing damage. That's what it adds to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got the magical inspiration, which is if a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose the target affected by the spell.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, those are going to come in big time handy. So you guys are just taking a moment, having something to eat, you're famished, your stomach's empty, you got bags under your eyes, you feel like you've been through hell and back.
Yeah, Moscow just wanted to, as a last effort before he passes out, to just try and make Taran feel like, as confused as Moscow is about this world that he is in now with the potential of magic, he wanted to make Taran feel like it's not all bad, and it can't be. If Moscow can do magic, then and he knows he's not a bad guy. So
yeah, and you provide that little bit of comfort to Taran. Dairo was just talking to Sunflower, and he comes over to you guys and goes, "Boys, I'm hitting the hay, so good night, good afternoon, whatever. But I'll see you when I wake up. Yes."
Absolutely. I'm going to be heading there in a moment myself.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Okay. Good stuff today. Good stuff. He just staggers off. Kyron says, "Okay, I'm going to sleep now. I'll see you tomorrow."
See you tomorrow. And I think we're gonna do the same.
You guys finish eating. You get shown to some rooms. You crash out hard. You go to sleep. And in the night, both of you have dreams of that abyss that you saw.
Oh, yeah.
That dark world with the city in the distance and the mountains. And you see the face of Mishka, the drowned woman. You see Marge's bleeding cut when you first turned her over. But then you see Dairo and Sunflower and each other, and you feel like it's going to be all right. And that's where we'll end our session.
Thank you so much for listening to the 4th episode of the Dash Action podcast, The Tales of Betshal. 4 episodes in, and our characters finally get a very well-deserved long rest. Our players are myself, Gordon Grundy as Taran, Ben Simpson as Moscow Lyle, and Lewis Power as our DM. Make sure you leave a like and review on your podcast app, and subscribe if you haven't already, because we have new episodes dropping every second Thursday. Until next time, have a great rest of the day.